Hello, this is Muhammad Marakutatil. In next few minutes, let's discuss URL analysis using NSX-T 3.0. Before we get into the product specific details, let's understand the need. New websites are emerging at an astonishing rate. And if you look at, it is really making it challenging for network admin and a security admin in an organization to enforce internet usage policies and keep its users safe from online threats. Now you may argue, what about existing solutions? The existing solutions are highly manual. It is working based on list-based services, which is outdated and no more enough. The modern admin requires more accurate and more timely solutions to protect their customers. With this, let me jump into NSX-T specific details. With NSX-T URL analysis, it allows administrators to gain insight into the type of website users are accessing and also its reputation and associated risk details. Now you may be wondering, how does NSX-T does its magic? The fact is, NSX-T uses Webroot's threat intelligence services to do its job. If you did not heard about Webroot, it is a USA based company. I would really encourage you to visit their website. Webroot basically uses combination of its global threat sensors and machine learning algorithms and also human classification to get the insight which is required. What it means? It means it requires really continuous updates to get latest knowledge of URL classifications, which end of the day boils down to having internet access to Webroot cloud services from NSX Edge. So let's take a look at how it works. NSX-T nodes connect to Webroot cloud services over SSL and download the URL category and reputation data. It does this every 5 minutes. Once it receives and collects traffic data for URL, it's shared with NSX Manager, which graphically displays the information to the admins. Now let's take a look at the screenshots. From the screenshots you could see it shows the trustworthy of each and every website you accessed, and also it classifies the website into different categories like search engines, sports, social networks, etc. etc. And importantly, it also gives you session details about each of those URL access. You could see from the screenshot, it tells you how many times search engine specific URL was accessed and number of times sports or social network URL were accessed. I also want you to take a look at into these considerations. Importantly, with the current NSX-T 3.0, you can only get insight into the URL analysis details. It do not support doing any kind of filtering or any kind of action based on those details, which may come in later releases, I believe. And also, part of the system, you have more than 80 plus predefined URL categories. Now, if you want to get more details about classification and reputations, I would suggest you to visit the Webroot website or VMware portal itself. And I'm also planning to come up with my next video on how to implement the URL analysis. But anyways, let me also give you some insight into the classification and reputation here. Please note, regardless of classification, each site is given a reputation score, and the reputation score is determined using number of characteristics, which include history, age of the website, and location of the network. That means if your website or the URL is in China, it may get a different reputation score, and if it is in Europe or in USA, it could get a completely different reputation score. And the reputation score is also based on other contextual and behavioral trends. In short, using Webroot, NSX-T provides detailed insight about why given site was determined to be a threat or a healthy and trustworthy site. I want to summarize by saying this: with URL analysis, the network admin or the security admin will be able to make better informed security decisions. I hope this session was useful, and thank you so much for listening. Happy learning.